hearts don't lie. An empty page, a story to write. I'm in love, you're divine, and it's all in our signs. We're going away. Get your bag, check the
What's up, everyone?
Hi, everybody!
Izzy and MJ from Endless RVing, and we are back on a Thursday night live stream. It's been a while.
We've missed you.
Yes.
It's been a month. It seems like it's been a year.
It's been a
We're
while.
so happy to be back and so happy to see all of you in the chat. And we got a really fun evening planned.
Yes, we figured we'd bring it back with some comedy and some, lightheartedness.
Our mic is in the camera. I just see there.
We'll put it back a little or forward. It doesn't matter, does it?
Whatever.
You don't want it too far back.
All right.
So let us know,
Where
everybody,
are the dancing
if you can
women?
hear us.
Right here, Snickers. Okay. All right. So, couple things, real quick things we're going to talk about, and then we're going to bring on our two amazing guests. Hello, everybody that's coming in. We've missed you. We're so happy you're here. So, we have a very exciting day coming up on Tuesday.
Yes.
Tuesday is June 29th, and you know what June 29th is?
That was the first time we put out a video.
That is our 1-year anniversary on YouTube. We are so excited, so happy.
It's like...
Oh, missed you. We're so happy you're here. All right, what is that? Why are we hearing that?
I don't know.
Oh, that's on Matt. Matt or Andrew has their computer on. That's what it is.
Somebody has their computer on in the background.
Wait.
It's got to be Matt.
Matt, turn down your computer. Okay.
All right, there we go.
All right. So anyway,
1
year anniversary. We're so excited. We will be doing a video for that. Will be coming out eventually. Next thing.
Yes, next thing. If you didn't watch our TIREMINDER video, check it out. We are officially using our TIREMINDER i10. We did a video on it. This thing is awesome, right? We moved from the TST 507, and you get a discount with Endless RVing 20. Discount code, $20 discount.
Yes.
On the
People are
TIREMINDER.
scooping them up, so get yours today.
It'll be in the link.
Yeah, and
below.
watch the video. If you don't watch the video, you may want the TST. But you both are good, but
They won't want the TST.
no, they won't want the TST. Okay. So, and then last thing here.
Last thing for our ERV insiders, and you want to explain what the insiders are?
The RV Insiders is it's like a YouTube membership. We have many of our members here. Hello, all of you.
All
they
the
have
ones with the
they have the little
special
Newmar emoji or the badge next to their name. If you could, there's different levels you can join and get different perks and things like that, depending on which level that you join. But
Let me show them what they're going to get. Go ahead.
Okay. So we are going to do a giveaway just for our ERV Insiders. All right. So we will be doing a live stream. We are leaving on vacation a week from today. And we are going to be doing a live stream while we're away for the ERV Insiders, where we will be doing a giveaway for...
Well, you're going to have to... Well, it's going to be for... it's a pair of Vaunt headlamps, right? It's two in a box.
We did the video on the Vaunts. They are freaking
These things
awesome.
are really bright.
Yes.
Really bright.
Yes.
But anyway, if you're not following us on Instagram and Facebook, okay, that is where you're going to get your clues for this Vaunt, right? This is specifically for the ERV Insiders. We're going to be posting on Instagram nonstop when we're away. We may ask you, like, what did we have for lunch today? And if you can't answer that in the live stream, you don't get the prize. So it's going to be like maybe 3 questions or best out of 5, whatever. That's who's going to win this. So follow us on Instagram, Facebook.
Well, you have to be an ERV Insider in order to win.
Correct.
So you can join the ERV Insiders if you like and be a part of that. Matt just gave a super chat. Thank you, Matt. Matt, I have to tell you this before we bring them on. Then we're going to bring them on. If I hover the now it's gone, but over that super sticker, it said Shiba dog in combat position. That was the description of that. Okay.
All right.
Thank you, darling Matt.
Our people on.
All right. So wait. this is why people are here. I mean, hopefully maybe to see us a little bit, but
Yeah, they're not here to see us.
but our buddies, we have Matt of Matt's RV Reviews and wonderful Andrew Steele of RVing with Andrew Steele, 2 amazing channels. I can't imagine anybody in here doesn't follow them. There
I
they
hope
are.
they do.
Let's welcome them, everybody.
I think you guys are on now. I hope we could hear you.
Hello. Oh, I
What's up?
forgot to make that noise, Matt, when you super chatted.
Can you hear us, Andrew?
Yeah, what's going on, everybody?
All right.
Awesome. So, guys, start putting in the comments if you have questions for these guys. And we don't really have anything scripted. It's kind of we're just gonna
Going off
let
the
loose
cuff.
today.
Yes, we were talking a little before about what we're going to talk. So why don't we can let them? We'll each kind of talk about what we've been up to the last few weeks or whatever. You want to go in alphabetical order? Oh,
We'll start.
Okay. And
Yeah,
then-
so we've been off, we haven't had a live stream in about a month. It's been really, really busy for both of us. I guess the last time we were on, MJ, were you open or you just were about to open?
No, I wasn't open yet.
So obviously New Jersey was a real COVID hotspot. MJ was shut down for like 2 months. Well, she opened and it's insane. Everybody got a dog. So
yeah, busiest month
thankfully,
ever. Yeah.
she's been just nonstop working, and I've kind of been nonstop working. Although the last week it's kind of gone back to normal, but I was working, just all the time. So we had to put the live streams on the side burner for a little bit.
And I do want to say Izzy was working, protests and things like that. And I really want to say thank you to those of you that reached out, through social media or emails to, whatever, just to, send your good thoughts while Izzy was out there. So I really, really appreciate that.
Yeah,
it's
it's
been a
all
rough
good.
time for law enforcement. So it's nice to have that support.
I will say this, in New Jersey, the protests have been relatively peaceful. They've been good. So it hasn't been like other places, in New Jersey, at least, it's been good. So that's kind of simmered down a bit, and everything's rolling back to normal. And we are actually going to be going away next week for a 10-day trip, so there will be no live stream next week.
Right. I
Matt.
mean, maybe like a, an off the cuff one.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
turn your bells on for us, the notification bell.
That's a good plug for a bell notification.
I like
Bing.
that. Yeah, so because we always go live when we're away.
You might see us go live on the highway.
Random lives. Yeah, driving down to wherever
We're going to be testing out that new internet, that new antenna we put on.
Yes.
Which I'm kind of psyched for.
All right. Andrew, let's tell everybody what you've been up to.
Oh, I've just been making YouTube videos. It's hot down here in Arizona, so there was an RV show going on right now in Arizona that's inside, and
Wow.
I've been hanging out there a lot and hanging out at some RV dealerships, getting ready to go on vacation here in the next few days. Gonna put my TIFF and Phaeton to use finally here. I'm gonna head up to the Pacific Northwest is my game plan.
Cool it off a bit.
Awesome.
I gotta say, I like that, and Matt, chime in on here. That Fleetwood Discovery LXE. Now you did a video on that, right? And
I saw that video.
how is the inside of that motorhome? Because
It's amazing. So, Andrew, I didn't get to watch your video, but I saw the title. 100% pound for pound, one of the best motorhomes for 250-ish.
I agree, yeah.
Because we toured a Berkshire, whichever their top of the line one was.
I forget.
XLT.
Oh, it's horrible inside. The finish is horrible.
I'm crazy about it.
And I'm like, this is the best they have to offer. This is really bad. But I haven't really looked too hard at the Fleetwoods, but it looked really nice.
We didn't look at a Fleetwood Discovery.
Not like in depth, not like
No.
looking at staple marks and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, in general RV, so like all the big players deal with Fleetwood. La Mesa's a big player with Fleetwood, and so is General. And so we get them really inexpensive. And for what you're getting, I mean, it's just a lot of coach for the money.
Mm-hmm.
And, that's one of our top sellers, if not the top selling diesel pusher, I know, for our company, and definitely probably for La Mesa as well.
We see a lot of them at the campgrounds, not the LXEs. We do see a lot of Fleetwood Discoveries,
Yes.
a lot.
Yes.
Not too many with the tag axles, though. So
No,
I
yeah.
guess that's to say something. I don't know, how they hold up, but you would know that better than me.
I have a question for Andrew. At the RV show, now you said it's inside. So now Arizona's just starting to get this uptick of COVID cases. but they still allowed this, and there were no issues with, because they're already talking, is Hershey going to happen, and that's outside, where they're.
What's going on with that, Andrew? How's it going at the show?
Yeah, I think they're just, they have signs, asking everybody to wear a mask. I don't know, I don't think everybody was, I'd say half the people had on masks, half the people did, to be completely honest. But I mean, it said, but I know there's definitely loopholes to the mask deal where if other people have other medical conditions, then they don't need to wear the mask. So it's all, but it was still going on, and it was pretty busy too. It was, there's been a lot of people there too. So
how long has that been going on for? Because you've been shooting a couple of videos there.
Well, so they had an RV show at that same place, like a 4-day RV show 2 weeks ago, and then right now they're doing a 10-day RV show. So they basically cycled out all the inventory, have all new inventory. So for me, it's great because there's a whole bunch more cool stuff to look at, and it's air conditioned where it's 110 degrees outside.
Yeah, totally, nice. Totally.
That's it. Oh, there's Sadie. Hi, Sadie.
Yeah, she's hanging out here.
See, Matt, you're missing. We have ours in the back. Andrew has his. Where's Una?
Una's, she's about to go to bed. She goes to bed at 8. She's still crate training.
Aww.
So. Bowser was at the vet today, so he's like
Bowser
really
had
tired.
a rough time at the vet today. Yeah, he had
to get his claws.
Well, he got his nails cut, but they did the needle, and he just. He's a brute, man. So there were 2 guys holding him down. I'm shoving hot dogs in his mouth the whole time because he likes the vet, and I want to keep it that way, so I try to keep it fun and positive for him. So,
but he hasn't really moved since he got home.
Yeah, he's been out.
Well, that's how Andrea takes me to the doctor. So, got a couple people hold me down. She's feeding me hot dogs. I'm like, no.
And what has Matt been up to besides selling motorhomes every day?
I've been selling RVs literally every single day since April 1st. It's absolutely crazy. I mean, I called Andrew. When did I call you, Andrew? Maybe March 15th?
Around that time, yeah.
And I'm all like, bro, I'm about to lose my job. Let's take, you're over there in Arizona. I'm over here in Florida. People are going to start getting rid of their RVs. And let's start an online marketing brokerage dealership where I show everything in Florida and you show everything in Arizona, and we connect people who are trying to get rid of their motorhomes because they lost all their money in the stock market. And then March, April 1st hit, and boy, was I wrong. And Andrew's like, man, what's going on? I'm like, dude, I'm selling RVs. I didn't lose my job. And literally, I think in the last, call it 3 months, April, May, June, I think I've sold 60 RVs, motorhomes. I mean, it's just insane. I mean, that's a whole year of motorhomes for most salespeople.
Wow.
Yeah.
And
that's
it's just
phenomenal.
Insane. And now, okay, so you ready for this? Our dealership, we can normally have about 200 motorhomes on our lot. Between new, used, Class A's, B's, and C's, and diesels, we're down to 27 of them.
Yeah, well, when are they going to start coming in, these things?
So a lot of them are starting to come in, like if you guys saw my video on the new 2021 Odyssey, 21F, that unit sold same day, and we sold the next 3 coming in. We sold the next 3 coming in off of that video.
Are people even
that unit on the lot?
Are people even negotiating, or are you just like, this is a price and there's 5 people waiting if you don't want it?
Well, it depends on what it is. Yeah, people are always negotiating, but that 31F to be particular, my company priced it at $78,900, which that was the same price for the 2020, and it still had the V8 engine in it. So I told people, I'm like, listen, there's no negotiating, because I'm telling you, when my bosses catch on what they're selling it for, they'll raise it to about $82,900.
Right.
So it's a great deal at $78,900.
Yeah.
The stuff that are
on that coach.
120.
Okay, so they're still giving a pretty
about
decent
30.
discount.
Yeah, no, they're showing like a 34% discount for a 2021, which doesn't normally happen.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Like when it's the last model year, then you'll get that 35, 40% off MSRP. But to get a 2021 at that still 33% off, it's still pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Matt, have you noticed any different classes selling more than others? Like what's are they just selling all across the board, or
Everything's selling. Here's what I've been noticing. So we have motorized salespeople and towable salespeople at the dealership. It doesn't matter what people are selling. Nobody has a trade-in. Nobody. I mean, I guarantee our average was like 1 out of 3 on trade-ins. Now it's like, honestly, 1 out of 15 or 20.
Do you think
All new buyers.
it's new buyers? Okay.
Yeah. There'll be a lot of trade-ins.
We talked about selling ours, but then we're like, yeah, no. We'd probably
For
get
like 30
really,
seconds,
really
we'd-
good money for it.
Yeah,
Honestly,
we
like it's the first time in history that you probably could do that.
yeah.
Yeah.
But we have too
Just
many
'cause
trips
it's a
planned. Like
It's a depreciating asset, and every year, and it's crazy. Like the people at NADA don't know what to do because every year it's like they don't even need their job. They just every month, hey, let's just depreciate 3%, depreciate, and then it's all like, well, hold up, did we just appreciate? And so literally the used market has gone up. Everybody's trading just went up some, not much, but like the first month ever, people aren't taking a depreciation hit on their units, which is pretty cool.
We just
We got a
we just
question for somebody.
refinanced ours to a 10-year at a lower rate. So we were 5%, and we got a 4.25% for 10 years. So
Nice.
we're good. Like by the time we sell, we're going to be almost paid off.
yeah.
So it's cool.
One of our insiders has a question. Michael Grace asked, Matt, where do you place the Newmar BayStar in your 4-tier RV classification?
He hates Newmar.
3, 4,
Yeah.
he does.
Tier 0.5. No. So, the BayStar is like a tier. So it's really kind of weird with Newmar. I would say a BayStar is a 3.5 or a 4. It's high end. You got the full body paint, the 22.5-inch tires, and then their Canyon Star. So you guys know I have that tier 1 through 4 system. But a Canyon Star is really kind of like a 4.5. It's like a stupid price to pay for a gas motorhome. But a BayStar is tier 3.5 or 4. Now a BayStar Sport is definitely like a tier 2. And where and a lot of people get confused, it's kind of like, oh, well, I have a BayStar. It's like, no, you have a BayStar Sport.
Right.
So BayStar people do this to
No,
BayStar
it's the Canyon
Sports.
Star people.
No, more BayStars are sold than Canyon Stars for sure.
Yeah,
It's almost
yeah.
silly to get a Canyon Star because,
It is.
that's when you can start getting some diesel pushers when you're in that price range.
Sorry, Tom Northam, if the
We looked at
Northams are in
both the
here.
Canyon Star and the BayStar, and there's the difference between the Canyon Star and the BayStar. If you're on the same chassis, which we were at the time when we got it, you're just getting more creature features
yeah,
in the
yeah.
Canyon Star. You know what I mean? You're getting like the Plextron and some other stuff, but it's the same coach.
I don't think Matt's being heard. A couple people said tell Matt to turn up his mic.
No way.
His
Being
mic.
heard?
I hear
Are you
him.
crazy?
I know, I hear. It's like 2 people said that. But
So,
there's bugs in here.
all right, so
There's a bug.
let's start getting into some YouTube stuff here.
Okay, that's freaky. You look like Blair Witch Project. All right, so about a month and a half ago, we had Matt on, and what did we do? Oh, we did Stump the RV Salesman.
Right.
And then at the end, we just kind of started going off, and it was really fun. And people seem to like it. So we figured, why don't we now add the third person who we love and just sit here and complain. No, I'm kidding. Just sit here and have some fun and rant and talk about YouTube and what's awesome about it and what's not.
So we just hit a year. Matt, you've been doing it what, like 4 or 5
we didn't hit
years?
a year.
Well,
Tuesday.
almost.
Yeah, like 4 years.
And Andrew, you've been doing it for like 2, maybe 3?
I started in January or February of last year, so about a year and a half.
2019.
Okay.
Awesome.
Nice. So during that time, I'm sure we've all gotten a lot of feedback and comments and pet peeves and whatever.
Yeah. So, I mean, you guys probably more than us. And those of you that are in here, you guys are usually wonderful, very supportive and right. But
well, I'll tell you a recent one that we got was me wearing sunglasses. Apparently,
number of times
people have like this hard on with me wearing sunglasses when I'm outside. For some reason, I don't know why, because if it's really sunny out, my eyes are bothered by the sun. So
right.
I wear and we've gotten some like kind of nasty comments about me wearing sunglasses.
Very nasty. Yeah, the other day, a bit of advice: lose the sunglasses. We don't trust you, or something to that effect.
I used to get those comments too, and I said I just kept wearing my sunglasses and ignored them, and they just stopped.
Yeah.
I wonder if it was the same
People
person.
tell me not to wear my orange polo anymore. I look like a fat pumpkin.
Was that what they said?
Dude, are you serious?
Pumpkin?
Oh yeah. See, that's a problem, and not a problem, but I mean, trust me, there's great rewards with putting your phone number on the World Wide Web, but you also get text messages from people who hate you.
Oh, they put that in a text message? It wasn't even in the comment?
Yeah.
Oh,
Piece of advice, Matt. Don't wear the orange polo anymore.
Oh my God. And we were pissed off at the sunglasses.
Oh my God, I like the orange polo. They were like, it's Charlie Brown and the Great Big Pumpkin.
Oh my God, I cannot believe somebody would say that.
Well, I had an entire video all about unsolicited advice.
Yes, which is a great video.
It was kind of like a rant on this subject where basically it was just I was tired of people, and a lot of people wanted to come and give me advice, and I think a lot of them had good intentions too, where they felt like they were going to help me, but I basically was letting them know that, like, listen, you've never done YouTube before, you have no idea what you're talking about, so unless you have like a bunch of subscribers on YouTube or you have some sort of credentials, don't give me advice. It's kind of, I don't think.
Right. That's the thing.
That's usually where we get them
We've been going
from.
for a year. It is phenomenal. We love doing this, but it is hard. It is hard work. It is hard dealing with, just the backlash you get. Again, we're used to it now, but it's tough.
It's hard coming with ideas.
Yeah, just
can't
everything about it
consistently put enough
is
ideas.
challenging, but it's awesome.
Right. But like, to touch on that with Andrew, but like, that's the thing, like, even if somebody does have a YouTube channel with subscribers, it's like everybody does there is no right way to do YouTube.
Right.
It's your channel.
You do
you
too.
Right.
That's true. That's a great, and there is some good advice too, because I'll be honest, like, someone's like, you know what, the guy, I don't like what he's saying, but he's absolutely right, and maybe I should adjust this slightly. So there is some good advice in there too, but it's definitely, there's a lot of I don't need a mentor.
Pause for 1 second. Our newest ERV insider just came in, Cole Candler. Welcome, Cole. He just joined the ERV. Cole, please email us at endlessrving@gmail.com so we can connect and get you set up. Okay.
Yes.
Cole Chandler sounds familiar. I think he just bought an RV from us.
Oh,
did he? Did you buy an RV from Matt or from General?
I think from General. Hang on.
Cole Candler. That's a unique
Cole
name.
Candler. Yes.
I mean, it's a name that, like, you don't forget.
Right.
It sounds like
a movie
like a
star.
country star.
So some type
like
of famous name.
Somebody in Nashville.
Yeah.
Nationwide is on your side.
So, Andrew, how do you like that new camera?
It's pretty cool. It definitely has a lot of great features, but for me, the fisheye lens inside of the coaches seems to really give more perspective. And so I've even gone back. I had a GoPro 8, and I didn't like the GoPro 8 as much. I had some problems with that. So I've been using a combination of that new camera and a GoPro 7, which has the fisheye lens.
Now,
I could have given you advice on that.
Please do. No, I want to hear it. Tell me.
Somebody
I'm not sure
did.
if you know, I bought a fancy dancy camera as well, and I returned it. for what you and me do, it doesn't work inside the RVs. The GoPro does it really nice.
It does, yeah.
Yep.
That camera you got, Andrew, was it a changeable lens or was it a fixed lens?
It's a fixed lens.
Gotcha. Okay.
It has a zoom feature.
Yeah.
Didn't somebody? Wasn't there a comment?
Yeah, somebody
that
put a nasty.
made
I
comment
actually
to you?
commented on
I
that
know.
person's
You, like,
comment in
came to
Andrew's
his
video. I'm like,
defense.
are you kidding me with that comment right now? They
What was their comment?
They
again?
made like a nasty comment, like do yourself a favor, stop using the fisheye lens. It's very rookie looking. I'm like, are you serious right now? Like that's what you got out of the video?
Right, that's the thing. We get these comments. We're like, this took probably 6 hours between planning, filming, editing, this and that, and lose the sunglasses is what you take from
that's what you
it,
get
or
out of
stop
it.
using that lens.
And what people don't realize is like these YouTube videos do not make a lot of money.
No.
Like if a video gets 10,000 views or 20,000 views. Usually for me, 10 to 20,000 views is going to pay like a 10,000 view video is going to pay between like $20 and $70. So, I mean, for $20, a lot of views. I'll be lucky if they get 10,000 views. It's a lot of views, and you make like $20, and you're like. I put 8 hours into this to make $20.
Right.
Busting my chops, like
Exactly. Like stop. And no videos, right? They don't have any videos.
No, they never have content. Yeah, the most critical never have content.
Matt,
I figured it out.
Okay.
Paul, we had a deal at our Virginia store, and he ended up not taking it. And I think that's really important for me to touch on it, because what a lot of people they'll get wrapped up, because check it out, there's a whole bunch of new RVers right now, right? And a lot of people, they'll get wrapped up in the emotion of the purchase, and at the end of the day, if the motorhome doesn't make sense, take a step back, and it's okay to not buy a motorhome and take your time and try to figure out the right one for you. Especially if you're looking used. Here's what I like to tell everybody. And Andrew, you can probably touch on this because you do a lot of the used units. You have to be ready to buy right now, but you got to be patient enough to wait 6 months, because, it could be there and then it's not, or it's not there and then it is.
Exactly, and you need to know what you're looking for as well. I got to put my computer on a charger, guys. Sorry, I just realized that. Hold on.
Yeah, no worries.
No problem.
How unprepared.
Matt, you are the battery dying king.
No.
Professional.
BDK.
I would never not have my battery.
Well, we shot the video with
God,
Matt
in
in Tampa, right? You gave me the camera, and I looked at MJ. I'm like, dude, he's got like 18% left. Like I had like a package with like 6 batteries in it. I'm like, he's got 18%. It's not even gonna last.
We're rushing. All right, we gotta speed up. Quick. Talk fast so we can get before the battery dies.
We planned this big video, and we planned it the night before, and this and that. They picked me up from the hotel, and I'm like, the ultimate, and I got 18% on my battery.
I'm like, this is not gonna make it. We did make it.
Yeah, we were going to do the top 10 tips, but now we're doing
Now
the
it's
top
8. Doesn't that happen in your videos sometimes too, right? We're like, oh, we gotta.
All the time. I just always forget to charge my batteries.
That's funny.
Story of my life.
Oh god. All right, was Andrew talking?
He's back.
Oh, wasn't he in the middle of something?
You're talking about the used RVs.
Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, so the used RVs, can you guys hear me? Or?
Yeah, we hear you.
Yeah, so no, I agree with you, Matt. These coaches, I'll go to these dealerships, and a lot of times their websites don't even reflect the inventory because it switches so quickly, and I'll go down there and it'll be a whole new set of coaches, everything on their website sold, and right now I will say the higher end stuff, like the Prevost stuff, doesn't seem to be quite as hot as the production coaches are right now. So the market kind of staying on pace at where it was in November, December. It was already hot, but it's not as hot as the rest of the industry.
Well, Marathon just said that they're hiring more people. Like they're like 30% up from last year, which is
Yeah, we
insane
just
to
put a
me that
video
people are
about
spending that kind of money
I know.
on new
Yeah,
marathons.
I did see that. I don't like odds. I don't like statistics like that, because if they sell 30 marathons a year,
I think they sell less.
Yeah,
but they're 2 to 3 million each. Which it's crazy that people, I guess the people have the money out there that is spending that kind of cash.
You can have one person that'll come and buy like 5 buses, or multiple buses, that some of these real big money people. So that could like literally one person could swing their whole production 20%.
Right. Yeah. Some people's economic status, I don't think, changed much during the quarantine. The people that are buying these types of coaches.
I guess my question would be a marathon, right? Like, you can't just step into, because I know they were hiring like, people in like for like production. Like, I'm assuming you can't just hire somebody to like build a marathon coach. Like, you have to have a wealth of experience to get in there. And I guess my question would be like, am I going to get the newer person that's building my $2 million coach now, right? Like, that would be concerning to me.
Well, we don't have to worry about that, but
yeah.
There's quality control, but I mean, they have to hire employees just like anybody else does, and people that work at Marathon and Liberty are just normal people, just like anyone else. They're just held to a little higher standard. So, but I'm actually I talked to Marathon Mal a few days ago, and I'm gonna try to swing in there and say hello to them here in the next month or two, and see what they've got going on at their plant in Coburg, Oregon.
Yes. Hey, Matt, I should have listened to you, Matt, about buying Camping World a couple of months ago.
It was at $3.50.
Yeah, and
$40, buddy.
And now it's, what is it at now? 20. I still think they're gonna go out of business, but
they actually just made some very controversial statement though recently.
Did they? About what?
About everything that's going on.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, I forget what it was. Google it, but
Dude, that's what I don't understand, right? Like, I watched Marcus Lemonis, right? And, well, one, whatever he said, like, listen, I'm not defending the guy. It's funny, because I like him on The Profit, but when I found out he owned Camping World, I'm like, dude, really? People processing product? Yeah, okay. But anyway, regardless, take that out of it. He was talking about the president and politics. Like, dude, nobody cares.
Right.
RVs.
Stay in your lane. Yes. Yeah.
You know, people are like, hey, Matt, are you voting for Trump? Don't worry about who I'm voting for. I got a great deal on this motorhome. Like, I don't, like, why is he talking?
I don't know.
Why is he talking about anything political?
Because I think these corporate companies, these publicly owned companies, feel that I watched somebody that said this is a very easy way for them to, it's the cheapest and easiest way to garner business, right? And to take the focus off of them, right? Like Amazon puts something out. It takes the focus away from like how much Amazon is just destroying, small brick and mortar stores. The only thing they have to do is put out a statement, right? And now they're the good guys. It's the cheapest and easiest way to do that. So it's interesting.
Yeah.
Well, then I respect that, man. I'm just kidding.
Any questions in here? We have a question?
Let's see. Yes, Mike, one of our insiders. When is Andrea going to start selling RVs or having her own YouTube channel on interior design?
Dang, you guys are all ready for me to kick the bucket.
Stop.
So, listen, I absolutely love General RV. And working at General RV has opened up so many doors for me. And you guys know, when I was at Leo's, my channel was here. And General RV has really elevated my channel. With that, with every company I go to work for, or with everything in life, there's pros and cons. And one of the cons about General RV is that they won't allow Andrea to sell RVs.
Really?
Because for two reasons. One, because we're married, they won't allow us to work together. Because if we got divorced or something, they would lose 2 employees. But two, even so, they will never hire people just for like a show. So, and what's really crazy is when I worked at Leo's, Andrea crushed over half of the professional salespeople. Because she, it's so funny, right? Because at the RV shows, right? I'm a salesman. Hey, so what do we got to do to put you in this RV today? Don't go to the other display. What if I can knock $1,000 off the price, right? Andrea, she's all like, people are like, okay, well, I really like this. Can we buy it? Andrea's all like, well, no. Have you looked at everything else at the show yet? No. Okay, go look at their displays. And then if this is the one you really like, come back and find me, right?
Ah.
And she sold a lot at the RV shows.
She wasn't the sleazy salesman. We had a really sleazy salesman.
No, not you, Matt.
No, we had one at Hershey that we took free lunch from him and then we didn't buy it.
Well, we couldn't eat it anyway.
No, I ate the pickles. This guy was like, you talk about like used car, like just sleazy. I'm like, dude, I will never buy an RV off of you.
We started getting text messages on our phone he took pictures of him in front of the RV, like, and texted it to us.
It was so weird.
It was creepy, man.
No, he didn't buy us lunch.
At the Tampa show, I had a customer, and they were YouTube customers, so they were definitely buying. And then they're all like, oh, well, I got to get something to eat. And I'm like, no, I got you. So they went with the finance manager, and I brought them back a grilled cheese, and it was so awkward because I come in, and I'm like, I go in the curtain, and I'm like, dinner time. And then there's like 12 other families like starving, like doing their paperwork. And then they're all like, my salesman didn't buy me dinner. It was great.
You're good at making other salesmen look bad, though.
Hey, listen, you do what you got to do.
If I was another customer,
you're good.
And I'm buying a $100,000 motorhome, I'm like, you better bring me a grilled cheese as well.
What's a grilled cheese?
So we have
$4.
Question. There's another question for Matt. The roads we roam, you were quiet, hiding in the back. Hi, Russ and Carrie.
What's up, Russ and Carrie?
They said, what does Matt think about the Coachman Crosstrek 20 XG?
I don't like the 20 XG. I think it's stupid. No, that's the one that has that bed that's up that you have to climb up the ladder. That thin little ladder.
Then you should like it.
I much prefer the 21 XG or the 27 XG. Those are both great floor plans, but the 20 XG is stupid. Now, what they should have done is they should have made it like a toy hauler, so you don't need to climb up a ladder. Like it's a flimsy ladder. I think it's stupid.
All right.
Larry Munns, thank you so much for your super chat, Larry. Our super sticker. #1 fan. Yay!
Larry?
Hey, Andrew, I'd see like...
I have a question for Andrew.
Oh, go ahead.
Well, somebody, Cole, our new insider, he said he was late joining. Forgive me if it's been asked. Andrew did a video on the Winnebago Horizon.
Love that, Coach.
Did you guys see it? If so, what did you think of that rig? Well, Andrew, do you love that? Is that something that you would?
Yeah, I've made 3 different videos about Winnebago Horizons over the last year because every time I see one, I want to make a video about it because it's one of my favorite production.
I love that, Coach.
Design wise.
But Matt, you said that they don't sell.
They don't sell.
That's such a cool coach.
Statistically, the people who love the Horizon are, us. And the people spending the Horizon money, the $300,000 and $400,000 on a diesel pusher, they're getting a Newmar or an Integra or a Phaeton. They're not getting the Horizon. I mean, and so that has a lot to do with it. I personally think if they were to somehow figure out how to make that Horizon $199, it'd be the #1 selling diesel pusher in the country.
$199. How are they gonna do that?
Well, I don't have the answer to that. But it would be easy. The cabinet design and everything. What makes that Horizon expensive is that chassis, and it has the dual wheels that turn the other way, and if they could even 250. I think it would sell a lot.
Well, weren't you guys selling those for like $250, $252 not too long ago?
Was it that price?
Yeah, it was some crazy price that I remember seeing it.
Exactly what I say. Has to be $199.
Okay.
I guess I'm the only one here.
You don't
that's
like the
not
lighting.
Even the design, like, it was cool. It was cool. I wouldn't want to live in
I
it.
liked it look like a plane.
Look a
inside.
plane, and I didn't like that. Like, I didn't feel it was cozy. That's just, it's my personal opinion. Another question for Andrew came through. What do you think of American Eagle, Coach? Please include a comparison to Newmar build and customer service.
I wish I knew more about American Coach, to be honest. I interviewed an American Coach owner about a year ago on my channel, and he had like a 2007 American Coach. He was really excited about it. Now, I know Rev Group ended up buying them, so, but, I have another client that owns one. I need to interview him. He's had an American Dream for a couple years, and it's had its problems, but I think it's a cool design. There's not enough out there for me to get a lot of feedback, to really make a valid opinion. So.
Hey, Andrew, guess who just became an American dealer? American, whatever they're called, dealer in Tampa, Florida.
You're the guy?
General RV, yep.
Nice.
Andre and I haven't seen them yet. Well, Andre and I were going to make a trip down to Tampa to check them out. We got a whole bunch of 2019s in because Lazy Days had the contract for it. And so what I think we did was, I think we traded Lazy Days, the Palazzo and Venetian, for the American Coaches. But I'm not sure if you probably know this. American Coach starts where its Discovery LXE finishes. So it's definitely that next level customer. The Integra. The problem is it's competing with that Dutch Star.
After the Dutch Star is the Mountain Air, or New Air, Mountain Air.
The Mountain Air and the Cornerstones and the Allegro buses. So I mean, there's a lot of I think it's gonna be tough to sell them, just because it doesn't have that brand recognition that Newmar, Tiffin, and Integra has on that upper echelon scale.
And I'll add to that, though, if you hang out in any of the Facebook groups, so Tiffin and Newmar are not gaining in reputation by any means. I talked to another Tiffin owner. My CPA owns a Tiffin. I went to my CPA's office today, and we were talking about it, how the newer Tiffins, just quality seems to be sliding from what I'm hearing. So,
Matt may be right.
I'm hearing the same thing with Newmar too. So I mean, to be completely transparent, and you look at American Coach, you look at Monaco, Holiday Rambler, those were all in the 2000s. Those were the high quality coaches, and then things changed, and then they still sell Monacos and Holiday Ramblers and and the American coaches, but they definitely don't have that reputation where Tiffin and Newmar kind of took that reputation, and I think I see some changes kind of coming in reputation as things continue to evolve.
Maybe we'll be getting Integra next.
Oh God, honey, he's all over the place. Every day is something new. And
I really like those older coaches.
I know, that's what we're
Beavers.
thinking down the line.
Those I really like.
Yes. Somebody said, Rosary Rome said Bowser is knocked out. Rough day at the vet. Yes.
Oh, he
had a rough time at the vet.
They drugged him, I think. I think they shot him with something more than that.
He's been sleeping all day since we got home. Well, after he sat on Sierra's head, of course. Camping Allen, who's our buddy here, has a question for Matt. Class A versus C for a couple for 1 to 2 month trips with a German Shepherd.
Cool.
I mean, if you're going to be out for a month or two, definitely the Class A.
Mm-hmm.
The Class C is for, it just makes it easier, smaller trips, but it also depends on price point.
Mm-hmm.
If your price point is under 100,000, you want something nice, you can get a top of the line Class C for 100,000, but you're getting a kind of entry level Class A for 100,000.
Mm-hmm.
So it just depends on what you like.
Right. We're going away without the dogs this time, which is
Yes,
kinda
there's
nice.
usually for our longer trips they'll stay with Izzy's sister because
They're up
you
so
know,
early.
Well, not even that. Well, he's good. She's like
Yeah, 7:00 is late.
yeah. But when you're out all day, it's hard to we're always worried we gotta get back to the dog. So we usually take a longer trip and leave them, and then they get to play with their cousin.
Here's what's exciting. And I was telling Izzy and MJ this. I'm currently in the process of buying a motorhome myself, kind of. So I'm working it out with General to get a motorhome so I could make more videos and travel more. And it's actually really exciting. And when it gets more serious in a month or two, I'm going to record the whole process because I've been a salesman, so I've always looked at an RV as as a salesman, right? Like trying to figure out what you're looking for, but not really knowing what that feels like. Where now I'm like going through different websites and I'm looking at bed sizes, right? Not like a queen, because there's queens, but is that a 60 by 70 queen, a 60 by 74, a 60 by 80? I'm looking at the shower sizes because now I'm like, okay, I got to select one. So it's pretty interesting kind of transitioning from the seller to the buyer and how different it really is when somebody has to write a check for an RV,
Matt, I can't wait to see you troubleshooting this. Like, you got to go live. Like, my refrigerator's not working. What do I do?
Well, see, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I kind of want one that's a little damaged, just because I think it would make great YouTube videos.
You'd be all over the forums.
You can watch my driving video, so you can learn how to drive it.
I know how to drive.
I'm joking.
I park these things at the RV show.
Will Andrea drive, or is it all you?
Yeah, of course.
Awesome. That makes it so much better.
Good.
Because MJ's driving all the way to Tennessee.
You just tell where we're going.
Well, here's what I will say. I will say a little spoiler. I'm definitely going to get an Integra Odyssey. It's just figuring out, like, my favorite one's the 29V, right? Mm-hmm. But then I'm looking at the 25R because 75% of it is going to be for business purposes. To travel to RV shows and to travel to the different general RVs. And so in the 25R, believe it or not, has the biggest shower out of all the Odysseys for some reason. So it's the toss-up. Do I get the one I like the most? That's 32 feet. Or do I get the one that's probably the best for me? That's 26 feet. Mm. And I never looked at an RV that way before. I've never measured. I really didn't care about the shower size. But now I'm like, now that I'm thinking about purchasing one, I'm like, every inch counts. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Andrew, I have a question for you. If money were no option, what would you get?
Oh, I'd buy a Liberty coach with the Dean Laux, the lithium-ion batteries, but that's it's hard to beat that. So, but I like a lot of the other. There's a lot of other great coaches.
I know. That's the problem.
I got a better question for him. If you had $2 million, which one would you buy, knowing which year coach would you buy, knowing whatever money you didn't spend, you get to keep?
If I had $2 million, I'd buy a pair of tennis shoes.
And then just keep the rest. Like an 09, a 2010. Was there like a glory year that he had really good paint jobs?
So Dean Laux' whole, introduction, and he used to paint power boats, and he was very well known in the power boating world, but he kind of transitioned into the Prevost world, and he became exclusive with Liberty Coach in 2013, And so he started painting all of the Liberty coaches, and he can only paint Liberty coaches. Now, there is a Dean Laux painted American Heritage from the mid-2000s, late like 2008, 2009, that has a Dean Laux paint job. And then he also paints the Dynamaxes. The Super Cs are his design, but so before 2013, he painted other, anyone that wanted to spend 150 grand on a paint job, he painted, but he started doing all the Liberties in 13. So
Nice.
He is
Now, would a
talented.
2013 be considered like a first edition and more valuable than a 14?
it's all worth what someone will pay for it. I think anything that has a Dean Laux paint job on it is kind of, it has, and the new designs too. He's got like new designs. He just came out with this new design he released on the 21s. It's on Liberty Coach's website, and it's in a league of its own. Those paint jobs are by far the best. So.
I agree. Andrew, is another question for you. Are there coach experts in Phoenix area that can do a pre-purchase inspection of those late 90s, early 2000s coaches?
Ooh, you got a buyer. It's from Camping Allen.
Camping Allen, yep.
My buddy Kyle at Bordur Coach Leasing, he owned a tour. He still owns a tour bus company, but they've started servicing a lot more motorhomes. And he inspected a Prevost for a gentleman that watches my YouTube channel, and ended up doing like $40,000 worth of work to it. And now the coach is like zeroed out, and the guy's in New York with the coach now. I just talked to him the other day. Everything's great, but yeah, Kyle at Border Coach Leasing, I highly recommend. He's down in the Santan Valley, and I've done a bunch of videos with him on my channel.
Yeah, I saw that video. Has he opened up again? Like, is he touring, or they're just like doing the servicing?
One of his buses just went out for some sort of a tour. I can't remember what it was for. I'll actually look it up here. But yeah, one of his buses has gone out, but it's still very scarce. But they've been getting a lot of RV service and RV renovation work.
Gotcha. Any other
Um,
questions?
yeah. Let's see. There was one that both Matt and Andrew seem very knowledgeable. Oh, we don't? Thanks a lot. No, I'm kidding. What is the opinion of my 2014 Integra Aspire 44U?
Who's that?
RV Living Life.
I don't like it. You should trade it into the dealership.
For a new one.
No, that's those
For a
those are
Class
nice
B.
coaches. Integra, before Integra became Integra, it was Travel Supreme. And, Travel Supreme was a real high-end coach. And those earlier Integras, I'm a big fan of. They got bought by Jayco, and then Thor bought Jayco at some point. Now, I personally haven't really seen or heard about quality sliding, but everyone was kind of afraid that maybe when they got bought out, that quality was going to slide. But those, I've heard a lot of good things about those, that era of Integra Aspire.
Well, here's what I like about Thor Industries, right? Because everybody says the problem with Thor Industries is that they have Thor Motor Coach, right? And Thor Motor Coach has the reputation that it has, but the people at Thor Industries are pretty smart for now, and they keep Jayco by itself. And, Jayco keeps Integra, a division of its own. Well, the Integra diesels, the Integra gas motorhomes, all they are is Jayco motorhomes. But they do a good job leaving Airstream alone, leaving Keystone alone, leaving, Integra alone. So I think as long as they continue to keep it separate, they'll do a great job.
And now they
It's
have
still a great product.
Comfort Drive, or their version of it on the new ones.
Well, yeah, and that's a conversation of its own. I mean, that's the chassis manufacturers who, that's something that really makes me mad. So speaking of, you guys just check this out. You guys just did a video on tire pressure monitoring system, right?
Yep.
Freightliner makes that an option on its diesel pushers. And I'm like, why would you make it an option? Why not make it a standard?
It should be mandated, really.
Yeah.
It's mandated on cars.
Right. Like, I get the gas motorhomes. They're trying to compete for price points. But the diesels, it should be mandatory, and it's really frustrating how they don't do it.
I think a lot of the newer ones, like the newer high-end ones, are coming with that now.
Are they?
The high-end ones, but still, like the
A lot
like
of
the
them?
230s down.
No.
They don't do it.
Which is crazy to me because, I mean, you know, like retail aftermarket's $400.
Yeah,
Like,
really,
what is this going
what's
to
that? I
cost from
know.
the factory?
In the
You know,
long run,
$150? Really? Like, it's not much money. Like, it just should be standard, really.
So a lot of people ask about this, and we did when it first was announced. We did a video on it. The 2021 Canyon Star front diesel. Thoughts?
Matt hates it.
I hate it. No, I don't hate it. It's a Fred. They've done it before. The only reason why I think it will succeed is because of the toy hauler part. But front engine diesels didn't work last time. And I'm not trying to be like, oh, it didn't work the first time and now it'll work the second time. But, you know, it's just loud up there. And, you know, at the end of the day, you're going to spend $225 on it for a garage, which is 30% of your RV. So let me call it $200,000 to make it easy math. So 30% of your RV is going to be $60,000. You're paying $60,000 to bring your motorcycle with you. You could get a diesel pusher for, you know, $200,000. You can get a gas motorhome, whatever, and then you can get a cargo trailer, and you could pay that guy who paints Liberty coaches $20,000 to paint it to match your motorhome for the same price as the new Canyon Star.
Yeah, I don't. You know, when that first came out, it was interesting. They are doing other floor plans beside that toy hauler, but there's no real like pass-through storage. You know what I mean? Because you still have the drivetrain going.
Right.
It just it doesn't make. I mean, it all depends on the price point. If it's coming in at like $240, I think it's going to be a complete failure. It wouldn't make sense to buy something like that. I mean, at least for us. But I don't know.
We have no use for it. But
when this thing comes out, what it's going to be priced at.
What do you think, Andrew?
You know, I'm actually really curious. I don't know too much. I've heard about it. I think I don't know if I ever saw the video, but maybe I saw Izzy and MJ posted something about it, but I need to do more research on it. But I already have a biased opinion just based on what you guys told me. So
somebody, I think from Mount Comfort RV, I think they did a test drive of it.
Oh, that's right. We watched it.
They said it was pretty quiet. Like they said, it's not noisy. But again,
it's an RV dealer.
Yeah, are you?
You can't trust us RV dealers.
It all comes in what it's going to be priced.
Yeah,
you know, that's what it's going to come down to.
Test drive and the freaking microwaves going there, and I'm like, man, this is smooth, ain't it? Rattling and shit. I'm like, man, this is one of the best motorhomes I've ever ridden.
You got to take that stuff out of the microwave. That's what we do now. We take everything out.
Because we didn't. It was, it's so loud.
That's funny.
To all the experts, Spartan or Freightliner?
Go ahead. Spartan or Freightliner? I hear it's the same crap.
Basically. I have a Spartan chassis. I love, you know, I can call them for all my parts when I do all my service and stuff. And I don't have time to do the DIY videos like you guys do. I should, but they just don't get any views, and it's a lot of work to film when you're underneath your motorhome wrenching. But I mean, I can call there in Michigan. You can get parts. They're real nice to talk to. Real easy to work with. So I like that fact, just being able to call Spartan and get parts real easily, and they ship them right out to you. It's a silky smooth experience. They're very knowledgeable. I don't know. I've had real good luck with Spartan.
Hey, Andrew, they do a class, right, out there in Michigan? Like, if you want, like a Spartan chassis class?
I didn't know that.
I think they do. I'm pretty sure they do. They do a Spartan, like one, like a basic class, and they're like a more advanced one for like owners.
To teach you how to maintain your rig and stuff?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
That'd be something fun to do.
Yeah, because I talked to her about this. I'm like, when we get a diesel, we're both taking this class, like 1 and 2.
Aren't the Spartans, aren't they exclusive to Integra now?
No, they definitely have Newmars. They have them.
Okay.
And
I don't have an opinion about either one of them. You know, you're buying a good product regardless.
Yeah, I've read back and forth online. Some people say they've had both and they don't tell the difference. Some are like, Team Spartan. Some are Team Freightliner. I don't know because I haven't known either one, so don't know.
Okay, no more questions.
Any questions for us? We're approaching an hour.
I know.
Before we...
Any ranting, guys? Matt? How are your customers treating you?
You get any survivalists that are going in to spend $200,000 on a van?
Yeah, but not me. Not me personally. I can't believe how many people email me over like vans, and they're like, Matt, I'm interested. I love your videos. I want a Travato, and I'm like, how do you watch my videos? I don't do van reviews.
And you hate them.
But believe it or not, I'm glad you mentioned this. I think I'm going to start dabbling in the Class B market.
No.
Yeah, because they're so popular.
So popular right now.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
They're so popular. So here's when I'll start doing it. So Andrew, I don't know if you know this, but it's gotten so big with my channel and the sales. It's starting to become too much. So General's starting to we're working something out where I won't necessarily be a salesman anymore. I would more be like a brand ambassador. Kind of like Flo from Progressive. She's not your insurance agent. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm like, if I don't need to work with the Class B customers, then I'll start doing Class B videos.
Absolutely. It'd be great for your channel, too.
Mm-hmm.
I've done a couple Class B videos. Like, I did one a week or two ago, and I literally just walked through the RV show and did a voiceover, and it's gotten over like 94,000 views.
Wow.
Wow, on a Class B.
It's so big, but the problem is, and I'm sorry, and I don't mean to offend anybody, but it's all like, Matt, those lithium-ion batteries, if I'm in an ambient temperature of 74 degrees, how long will those batteries last me? Hypothetically speaking, if I'm keeping the RV temperature warm, I'm running the propane, I'm only opening the refrigerator for primary uses. And can I put a composting toilet in there? I'm like, I don't know.
You got to throw the altitude in there too. They could throw it off.
They're like, can I raise this and put off-wheel tires on it? I like to go in the middle. I like to go where nobody goes, right? And I'm like, when did living in a van down by the river become cool? Like
now,
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Yeah, $150,000 vans.
Yeah.
Remember that pleasure way we saw?
Yes.
You couldn't
move.
walk through it.
Have you guys seen that new guy on YouTube? 30. His name's like 30 and something. He's the bald guy.
No.
He keeps popping up on my feed, and he just bought 30 and a wake up. This guy here.
There's a shout out.
Yep.
Okay.
He's right there.
Is he a van guy?
Yeah, he's a new van guy, and he's brand new. And his first RV video got 184,000 views. Right?
That's awesome.
He's living in his van down by the river. But I will say, I hate vans. His Travato, he has a Travato National Park Edition. The way he described it, I'm like, yo, that is pretty cool, right?
To check it out. Good for him.
Matt, why don't you get it? Why don't you get a Class B? It'll be so much more entertaining seeing you on the road in a Class B, like in the wet bath.
You can't wipe your butt in it.
No, you use a shower. You use the shower to clean it.
The outdoor shower. Get a bidet.
Yeah, a bidet. Yeah. I mean, think about how much time you can save. You know. Not into life.
Michael Gray said, Flex Steel leaving the RV world. What will replace them?
Newmore has some place out of Napanee out there. Or
I keep spilling all over myself.
I don't know who's replaced, but from what I read, their stuff sucks. Flex Steel. Thank God we haven't had problems with ours yet, but I read horror stories where that stuff just peeling.
No, ours has been good.
I don't know. Or just get it reupholstered.
No, they're leaving the RV world.
Yeah, they just overnight. They're we're not doing it anymore.
Thomas Paine is nice. We have a set of Thomas Paine recliners in our living room.
Nice.
Matt, question for you. Love that Adventurer 33C you did. Any extra thoughts on it?
Great motorhome. It's just not for me personally. You know, I feel like, so Winnebago started, and you guys know this, Winnebago started doing this like DIY look, like white valances with no patterns. And great, like there's no patterns, there's no theme in the RVs. And when I did a review on the Winnebago Outlook, the entry-level Class C, and the Winnebago Intent, entry-level Class A, I really liked the DIY look. I'm like, man, this is great. You're saving money. You can design it yourself. But then when we did the review on the Adventure just the other day, I'm like, oh, they did the same thing in this, and it's $140,000. I feel like for, you know, and it's not going to sell for that. Let's call it 130s, maybe even 129. But for $130,000, I don't want to design anything myself. I want it designed for me, you know?
Yeah, I didn't get that. I watched that video. I left comments on that. I didn't get a lot of that. I didn't get the fiberglass doors. I didn't get the generator under the bedroom. Like, I didn't get that. That was just weird to me. That rear cap was really ugly. Especially because that's their top one, right? That's their top gasser.
I was reading this. What are you talking about? Which one?
The Winnebago Adventure.
Oh, okay.
Have you seen those at the RV show?
We didn't go on any.
Yeah, I didn't spend too much time on them. I've seen them a little bit, but I didn't really. I'm more a fan of the Class B stuff actually, and the big diesel pushers, because I've even thought about getting a Class B just because it's. I'm dead serious. It's me and my dog, and I see, you know, all these cool like B pluses, and you know, some of this, you know, like that Airstream Atlas.
That's nice.
Yeah, we did that
B pluses
too.
are great. Time out. B pluses are great. I love a B plus. I just hate a Class B.
No, I would do a B plus for sure. Yeah.
Cool.
But you know, you can get around. You can, you know, diesel fuel's a lot cheaper, and or you know, a lot better fuel mileage. So.
Listen, it's definitely going to be cheaper changing the oil in that B plus than it is in the Phaeton. It's a hell of a lot less oil.
It's like, it's like, I don't know, maybe 5 or 10 gallon. I can't remember. It's a ton of oil.
Yeah. Now, can you change that yourself, or is that you have to take it somewhere?
It is so easy. It's much easier
Okay.
to change the oil in my coach than it is in like my Sprinter van or in cars, because you can like almost walk around underneath that thing. So, you know, yeah, I mean, and I've got some good buddies that have worked on that stuff a lot. So there's some tricks to like how to feed the oil in. There's some places where it's hard to, depending on which coach you have, it's hard to dump the oil in, especially because you buy it in these 5-gallon buckets. So
Right.
I have pump sprayers basically where I'll pump the oil in. So I just kind of set a pump sprayer there, and I have a hose set up where it's, you know, pumps it right in. But yeah, it's really easy to work on.
Cool. Any other questions?
So, I mean, we had talked about this before.
Can I say one more thing about Winnebago?
Sure.
What's really funny is Winnebago is so like old-fashioned, right? Like they don't change much and they stick to their ways. But yet they have the Horizon, which is the most modern motorhome I've ever seen in my life. It's like they're all like, yo, we're staying with the times and we're staying old-fashioned. But if we're going to change, have like the sleek and the, you know, no door hinges and the, you know, it looks like a Tron motorhome, you know?
But Matt, have you noticed that every time Winnebago tries to go high-end diesel, they fail? Right? Like the Grand Tour, which is, I thought was a really nice coach, failed. The Horizon failed, right? They haven't been able to break in there. Mm-hmm. And I think they make nice coaches.
Newmar.
Yeah, I don't get it. But I said again, I really like that Horizon, but I don't. It's obviously not selling.
Here's one thing that really chaps my ass about Winnebago, and there's no other way of saying it. On their Class A motorhomes, they make the left and right blinker an option. The cameras.
Really?
Like an option?
Wow. Okay.
Like there's dealerships that will order it without that option. Like that's just so stupid.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. That's silly. So we were talking about this before about, you know, the sizes of your channels, guys, and how you're dealing with, you know, people reaching out, and how are you handling this?
Like all
Is
the
it getting
comments and
tough?
stuff.
Yeah, comments and just calls, you know, things like that.
Yeah, so you know, for me, one of the things that's kind of irked me a little bit is you know, unlike Matt, I don't give out my phone number on my YouTube channel, and I never have, and I never will. And early on, I had like a detail van or maybe my company name on my shirt, but I've never even mentioned my company name once ever on my channel. But people will literally track me down and call me, and I mean, they'll just start spitting out their whatever question. I mean, everything from, you know, what size gallon water tank you use in your detail van to and they'll usually start with well, I saw your YouTube. You know, they figure out, because I even almost change my voice when I answer my phone to try to throw people off, and then they realize it's me, and they just want to, well, if you were going to buy a Prevost, would you buy this or that? And it's gotten to the point now where I just tell people, like, listen, I'd be happy to consult with you. Just shoot $100 in my PayPal, and I'll talk to you for an hour. But
Have people done that?
Yeah. I had a guy shoot me $250.
Wow.
To go look at a coach, because, you know, he starts asking me questions, and you want to give people a minute or two, but you know, I have like 34 some thousand subscribers. If I give 2 minutes to every person, it just wouldn't work. So, but I'll even like kind of shame people. I'll be like, "How did you get my phone number?" And, you know, and they don't want to like stalk me.
Thank you for your phone number, Andrew.
What's that?
I that's how I got your phone number. I like Googled you, and I Googled your company. Yeah.
So we shouldn't post the link in the chat here?
Not to my
Check.
company. And I mean, and a lot of people too, they'll just ask me for like detailing advice. Like, and I try to be a nice person, but like, if you just call me out of the blue, I might have all kinds of stuff going on, and you want to like tell me your life story and ask what kind of degreaser I use to remove tree sap, or what, you know, it just.
Tell them to go on YouTube.
Yeah, so.
Figure it out.
Somebody just said something. Julie said, information is sold, not told.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well,
That's a good.
We've gotten emails like, you know, how do I fix my AC system? I'm like, you really need to go to a RV mechanic. I have no idea. Like, I don't know.
You know, but that's the thing. You're doing a lot of DIYs. Then, and look, I say to Izzy, I said we should be flattered. You know, it's nice that people are reaching out, but at this point, we can still answer every email and comment that comes in. Once you get to be your size, it becomes
Jason might
a
be
lot
doing
more
it.
difficult. Yeah.
Right? So kind of going on that $100 thing, Andrew. Somebody once wanted me to give like a birthday shout out in a video, and I did it. And then she was like, "What's your PayPal? I'm gonna give you a tip." And I'm like, "No." She was like, "No, please, I insist." So I gave her my email, and after the video, she gave me $100. I'm like,
Nice.
"Oh, whose birthday's tomorrow?"
You should start
You
doing
should
cameos,
go on
man.
Cameo. Go on Cameo. You know what Cameo is?
No, what's that?
So Cameo is a website. I just used it for Jason's graduation, where you can look up anybody. So athletes,
Like TikTok
politicians, TikTok, movie stars, Broadway stars, you name it. You pay. They all have different prices. You pay a price and tell them what you kind of want them to say, and they do it. So I got a Broadway star to make a video for Jason. It was freaking awesome. Hey, maybe you got a thing there,
You
Matt.
could do like a jump.
Yeah, do the jump, and you could make $100 for filming a 30-second video.
Happy birthday. The RV salesman will take his fan ass up on the roof and wish you a happy birthday.
Bum, 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 bum. There you go, $100.
Hey, thanks your mom and dad for that $100 as well.
Hey, Andrew, when you were at the RV show this past one, do people recognize you?
Not really.
Really?
It's kind, no, they do. Yeah, I mean, I literally try to avoid people, so I'll go when it's 110 degrees, and I'll just go right out to the lot. Because it's hard to get through the it's hard to get through the coaches when there's a lot of people.
Yeah.
there.
Yeah,
So I try
yeah.
to go like on the off days, on the weekdays, when towards the end of the day when no one wants to be there. And the RV salesmen don't even want to talk to me because they're like worn out at the end of the day. I show up at like 3 o'clock or something, and I just kind of keep my head down and stick to myself. And but when I've been at RV shows, people have definitely said hello.
Yeah. Matt, anything with you with interesting calls or texts or anything you want to share?
Yeah, I was thinking about this. The one thing that, like Andrew was saying, pet peeve when people call me, I give my phone number out to the world and people call me. I guess I got 2 pet peeves. It's like, so like people will email me like, Matt, you never call me. Oh, Matt, you didn't. Matt, you didn't call me back. And I'm like, okay, well, what's your phone number? And I'll give you. But they don't put that on the email. So I actually changed something on my website 2 days ago. I made it a requirement. You got to give me your phone number when you email me now. Just because, like, don't complain that I don't call you back. Like, listen, I literally get 100 phone calls a day and 150 emails. And so people fall through the crack. And it's okay if you complain like, Matt, WTF, put your phone number and I'll call you back. Also, what's my big pain in the butt, can you hear this?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hang on. Dang, now it's loading now. Oh, could you hear that?
Yes.
That?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So my biggest thing is for people to not text me like this. And for them just to put all their text, your whole message into one message.
So you get like 16 texts for one message.
No, it's like, hey, Matt, is this you? Ding. Love your videos. Ding. I'm interested in the Fleetwood Bounder 35H. Ding. Oops. I meant the 35K. Ding. LOL. Stupid autocorrect. Ding. I'm like, dang, bros. He's talking on my phone.
Somebody said for the cameo, Matt, you should just stick a birthday card on your butt as you climb the ladder. So Larry Munns, he's one of our insiders. He said, any thoughts on Nexus? He's heard mixed things. We haven't heard a lot of good stuff.
My personal opinion, and they're gonna get mad at me for this, but it's not. You know when like a girl breaks up with you, like it's not me, it's you. No, wait, I mean, it's not you, it's me.
Yeah.
Well, it's not me, it's you. I feel like they are the Tiffin of Class C's. Quality is there. Steel cage construction, Asdale both inside and outside, fiberglass roof. I just think they look ugly.
They are.
Well,
ugly.
I mean the quality, right? I mean,
I've read really bad reviews
yeah,
about them, but I don't know what I own them. But I've read just horrendous reviews about them and their customer service. But maybe they're good. I mean, you've been there.
There's horrendous reviews about everybody too.
No, but like consistently, like really bad. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe you've seen more of them.
That's what I've seen about Tiffin.
Have you?
Yeah.
Like,
but what I will say about Nexus, Dave. I mean, you guys got to meet the owner
Yes.
when we were at the Tampa shows, and I can't tell you how many people I saw coming up to them, giving them hugs and just thanking them, and really, really appreciating them. I don't find them visually attractive.
well, they're pretty cheap, right? So they got to spend their money somewhere
Well, we
or save
looked
their
at
money
them.
somewhere, right?
In Tampa, we looked.
Yeah,
it
we
was
looked.
Was it?
They kind of all look the same.
Yeah.
But they're a lot less than any other ones out there.
Right. Just like Thor, right? I mean, Thor gets a lot of crap, but
You remember
there's a lot of people
one
that
Thor,
like
which
Thor.
is the
Well, see, Thor's are opposite. Thor's look fantastic. Find me some better cabinetry in a motorhome.
well, the Ace looks pretty bad.
Yeah, remember we did a video of the things
door
were
was,
like hanging
falling
off
apart,
and
but
yeah.
Yeah. We don't charge extra for that.
But yes, that Venetian looks really nice. especially for the price point.
So they talked about rants. Any rants on our part or no?
Yeah,
We have pretty good.
We've got very good subscribers.
What do you hate about your YouTube subscribers? I want to hear it.
99.999% of them are frigging awesome, and we love them. But we get the
Well, I don't know if it's so much the subscribers that give us the crap. I think it's just people that watch it.
Commenters,
I don't know, the
viewers.
commenters.
Yeah, I don't know if those are our subscribers who are actually saying things.
It's just like, I'll tell you what a pet peeve is on it, right? Like, it takes so much time to do videos. We actually take a lot of time to do our videos.
Yeah.
Like the one that we just did with that roof antenna, like that took hours to do.
And we were sitting in the blazing sun.
And it was hot as hell, right?
Yeah,
And I know that video, not to sound like cocky, but it's like a video is going to give people information. Like, it's a good video. And for somebody to say, some nothing regarding that video and just some criticism, really? Like, you didn't even have anything positive. You looked at that whole video.
The whole thing. The
and
music's
this is what you picked
annoying.
out. Yeah,
the music's too loud.
Or
right?
Something
right?
ridiculous, That's just annoying. It's
but that's 0.001% of people.
The awesome comments of people thanking, the ones that really appreciate it far outweigh, the two people
and make
are
it
always
worth
negative.
It. Right. and what we start to notice is that the more you grow, those comments grow, right?
And there's never a bad comment, right? Every comment is a good comment.
Right. And we've learned too from
Not every comment's a good.
No, but I'm saying even a bad comment is a good comment, right?
No.
But if you get a bad comment, it means that you struck a chord with somebody enough that they had to leave a comment, which I guess is good, right?
Right.
Yeah, that's what I say when I cry myself to sleep.
Oh, stop.
In the bunny suit?
No, it wasn't that one. Yeah.
What are you wearing for Halloween on your video?
Oh,
what are you
God.
going to be?
Oh, I don't know. I got to do something good. So here's the thing, right? I'm on this diet, and I've been on a diet for a week now.
Yeah.
Do we have numbers?
How's it going?
No. I stepped on a scale, and it said 1 at a time, please. No, I'm just kidding. No. I'm too scared to step on a scale.
Well, how do you know? How do you know what you're losing?
Well, I know where I was at. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I don't even know. But let's say, hypothetically speaking, statistically, I suck at diets. So the one good thing is, if I don't think I'm going to fail at this diet. I think I'll be skinnier by then. But let's say I'm still fat. I'm going to be Bob the Big Boy.
Oh. From Austin Powers?
Yeah, exactly.
Instead of Twig and Berries, remember when they was flying up in outer space?
No,
Yep.
I don't remember that.
Austin Powers, one of my favorite movies ever.
I know. Maybe you'll be
yeah,
Austin
no.
Powers. Think positive.
Oh, yeah, Austin Powers. I do got the teeth for Austin Powers. I am British.
He got all the chicks, Austin Powers.
What's that?
He used to get all the ladies.
That's right. It was the charm, not the teeth.
Well, I make you Randy.
All right. Question to Izzy: have you heard of Nomad Internet as promoted by the Nomadic Fanatic? If yes, any thoughts?
No, but email me on. So I'll give you a little heads up, right? All our internet videos, we kind of had we were riding this wave that we had $34.99 a month, AT&T Unlimited. Well, that wave kind of broke, and we got thrown off of it because AT&T did away with their unlimited. So a while ago, and we just got a couple weeks ago that our account was, ceased. So I kind of we were waiting for it to come. We knew it was going to happen, but we're on a new third-party Verizon Unlimited, the only one that I found, a true unlimited plan. So if anybody has questions, email us. It's not really out there in the public. The person doesn't want it to be public yet, so email me and I'll put you in contact with them. Matt, did Nomadic Fanatic inspire you for this diet? Because he blogged all his.
Yeah, what is he? Did he lose more?
He lost a bunch of weight. I don't know what he's at now. He bought a house though.
That I know.
No. The pants cutting off my blood circulation inspired
He became a tourniquet.
and popped a button at work and almost killed a lady. No. Listen. When you wear a polo and it looks like this, and you're all like, "Hi, I'm Matt from Man's RV Reviews," and you can't climb up the ladders anymore, that's pretty good inspiration.
Oh God.
when you
It's
wake
so
up in
funny.
the middle of the night craving a jelly donut, you're all like, okay, man, it's time.
Matt, try not to think of it as a diet though, because diets don't last. Like a lifestyle.
Suck. That's why it's called diet. Actually, I've been doing really good on it, and I think I figured out what my problem was. I ate a lot of fast food.
Oh, eating that'll kill
That'll
you.
do it. Yeah.
Because I'm always on the run, and so I'm doing this no carb thing, and I went to Texas Roadhouse the past couple days, and I'll have a steak with steamed broccoli, and I'm there for longer, but it's not the nuggets and fries that I had.
Yeah, when I used to do personal training, like when I had before a YouTube channel, when I had time, I would always tell people two things: stop eating out as much as you do, eat at home, right? Even if you're eating just eating at home, you're gonna say, and stop drinking soda. If you do those two things, you will lose weight very
drink
quickly.
a lot of water.
Just make your meals at home, because you control you don't know what they're putting in any of that food out there. If you're buying food and you're making it, you know exactly what's going in there.
Yeah, it's filled with sodium and
they make it taste good. They have to make it taste
yeah.
good, that's all it's
Well,
about.
they also make 20 nuggets for $5.
Yeah, of course.
That too, right?
I mean, I don't even think they call them McChicken nuggets anymore.
They're Beak's
They're
feet.
just called nuggets.
What do they call it? Beak's feet and ass? That's what they are.
Andrew, do you do the fast food thing? Do you like that?
Yeah, I'm all over the place. When I'm on the run sometimes, I try to eat healthier. It depends on where I'm at geographically, because I travel a lot, so
Right.
When I'm home, I can eat a lot better because I know all the spots. But sometimes when I'm on the road, I'll eat,
What's
just the mere nature of your work, you're probably burning a ton of calories every day.
Right. Yeah. So you're active too.
Which always helps.
Go wash and wax a couple RVs, Matt. You'll trim some weight real quickly.
How much weight did Big Tony lose when he was with you for those couple of months?
So just this last we went to North Dakota
that was
a month
crazy.
ago or so. And literally, we only had 7 days of work, but it was about 2 weeks total. About 7 days of travel and 7 days of work, and he lost 26 pounds.
Oh God! How many? So I watched that, right? Obviously, they're oil field trucks, which must have been filthy. So how many were you doing a day? Because you guys did the inside too, right?
Yeah, everything. We were working 18 hours a day, but we would assembly line everything where we do. We could do the same process to 3 or 4 trucks at a time, but I think we did 40 trucks, and then we did a couple RVs and some other stuff. 40 trucks and 3 RVs or 4 RVs in 7 days.
Just the two of you?
Yeah.
Wow, that is that's insane. That is insane. Do you get that same contract every year, or is that just this year you did it?
It's been every other year. It's every other year usually for the last 7 years or so. Sometimes it's every year, sometimes it's every other year. But I think we've gone up there 5 or 6 times, something like that. So.
Nice.
If anybody wonders why we're drawn and why we're good friends with these guys, we all have this in common. We love, we bust our butts, and you guys do the same thing, and it's just so respected and appreciated.
It's the complete opposite of what you see in the news now. It's not the complaining wah world. Yeah. It's go out and take it, right? That's the attitude we have.
Don't
we go
quit.
Out and take it.
Yeah.
It's there for you if you want it.
Well, it's kind of funny, when you think about it, right? Think about Andrew. If you simplify it, you clean RVs, right? But now, with YouTube, it's dude, you clean RVs, and I want you to clean my RV, and it's just it's just so weird. And with my channel, I've taken the slimy salesman, and people are calling me. Somebody called me from Saudi Arabia. It's oh man, I want to buy an RV from you. I'm dude, you're gonna pay. Well, not Saudi Arabia, but somebody from Washington State. I'm dude, you're gonna pay more.
Saudi Arabia?
Just to travel. And they're no, but it's you. It's cool. And I'm dude,
Can you get
It's kinda
it?
weird.
Can you get a trip to Saudi Arabia to deliver that, like to like a prince or something?
I'm totally trying. This one guy, he said he was one of the princes, and he kept referring
He's
it
a
to
prince.
the kingdom.
Yeah, it's
I
the
swear
kingdom.
to
It's the
God.
kingdom of Saudi Arabia. That's what it's called.
Yeah. He kept referring it to like his kingdom and shit. And I'm like, oh, take me on a magic carpet ride. I want to go, right? I think that'd be the coolest thing. I promise you, the first RV salesman millionaire will be one who learns how to speak Arabic.
Yeah.
Or, sorry if I'm wrong and I'm ignorant about this.
No, I think it's Arabic.
Whatever language they speak, and they get in to that Dubai, Saudi Arabia market.
I have a story for you guys on that.
Go ahead.
So, have you guys seen, I don't know if you guys ever seen on my Instagram or Facebook, or one of my buddies that has like a crazy house in La Jolla.
The California
and a house
guy?
on the water, and a house on the water in Florida. So his dad was an RV dealer in New York. And he has this guy has stories. I wish we could get him because his stories are like back. They were the first buying the URLs like fleetwoodbounder.com when it all came out, and they were the first like internet just blow everything out. So back in the day, because you didn't have to warranty work them, but they would have these come in from Saudi Arabia, and they wanted them for the air conditioning units and it was like these, Fleetwood Bounders and whatever the biggest gas class A's that they had at the time. But they knew if the oil tankers were coming in empty, and that was the question. He said that they would have like their security come and like clear the lot before they came, and then they'd like roll up and they'd be like, we want 10 of those, and they were like super negotiators. So the story was my buddy knew, and he would ask him the question, is the ship empty or because he knew if they just dropped off all the oil, they need to load up the ships with RVs to bring back the cars, or these guys are buying all kinds of stuff. But he says they would go through the whole lot and take out every MSRP of the stickers because they knew they had to start higher because they ended up.
They would negotiate them.
It was like a fire drill. They knew they were coming. Go kill all the MSRPs out, and this is a long time ago. I don't know if you could do that.
What would they buy them for? Just to take them back? Like, what would they use them for?
Air conditioning in the middle of the desert.
Gotcha.
Generators and AC units. And,
Gotcha. We did a Ironman Syracuse. You remember that with the Prince of Bahrain? So apparently
But a bunch of them were there.
The Prince of Bahrain, if you look him up, he's like one of the princes. I forgot his name. He's like super like triathlon. Like this is like his life. It's like he's made it like a national sport. So we're up. I did Ironman Syracuse. What is it? 2015, whatever it was. And we go up there, right? And I'm like there's something weird going on. There's like this whole like a whole bunch of people, and they have like Bahrain. You ever see like the triathlon like suits? All Bahrain, right? And then like this like one guy literally had a security team around him like the whole time on the swim, on the bike, on the run, and then at the end there was just. It was Mercedes, right?
Yes.
Just black Mercedes, and then it was like the team. It was the Prince from Bahrain. Like he loved triathlon so much that they flew their whole crew out there to Syracuse. It was crazy. I'm like, all right, he was actually really good. He did it like in 450,
I think he did very well.
Something like that.
Yeah.
But I guess when you're the Prince, you could just train all day, right?
Yeah, you're loaded. So Matt, in your car, you should start listening to these language tapes and get learning.
Stone?
Yeah, oh crap. I thought it was like Akalak Salam or something like that. And I'm like, dude, I just need to learn to thank you and the you're welcomes and like just basic stuff, dude. I'll be good, man.
You got to get the going. There you go. Yeah. You should do it. Do it in the car.
No, and I'm not trying to insult the culture.
No.
100%. I'm like, yo, because I just think, they're all like, you see their exotic cars and stuff.
Yeah.
And so $100,000 motorhomes, nothing for them.
Right. That could be a whole new market for you.
Yeah, I don't know how the RV market is out there. We were supposed to go to London, which we didn't, like July. And we were actually going to like an RV dealership in London to see like what it was there. We had that like
Yes,
planned
yeah.
out, but that just didn't pan out because of COVID.
We met a guy at an RV show from Abu Dhabi, right? Remember? He was here. He had a YouTube channel. Do you remember
Abu
that?
Dhabi. No,
At the Northeast RV show.
I don't remember.
Wow.
That. Maybe I was tuned
Anyway,
out.
but he I think he said he had an RV or something. Yeah, you don't remember that?
No, I don't.
Oh,
We met so many people I don't know.
Wow. Okay.
All right.
Anyway.
Any last questions
All
for
right.
us? And then we
yeah, we've been going a
kept
while.
you guys on
we
for a
still got
while.
100 people in here.
Yeah, we've had over 100 for a while.
100 people. Isn't that a record?
No.
No, I think you mean the RV was the record. We had like 150, right? Well, maybe Matt. Matt might have been a record
maybe
too.
Matt, it might have been
150 or something
I forget.
like that. Anyway.
Okay.
All right. So, yeah, I think we're good. Guys, I want to thank you so much. Everybody that's in here, again, if you follow us, I'm sure you follow these guys. But if you don't, make sure you subscribe and hit their bells.
I'm hoping Andrew makes it to either Hershey or Tampa.
Yeah,
at some
Andrew,
point.
we got to meet. I feel like we
Yeah.
know you, you know, so well.
Yeah, I definitely hope to make it. I'll definitely let you guys know if I make it to the East Coast.
Matt will be at Hershey
Yes.
doing his thing.
Can't wait to see. Is Matt frozen?
No, he's just acting that way.
How can,
He's like that vegetation guy at Tampa that was like scaring everyone. Remember?
oh, yes. Do you remember that? The plant guy that just stood there? And then people would walk.
I was
like,
busy working. No. I saw him go by. Oh no, yeah, like one of them like tried to come in my display, and I'm like, yo, you better,
unless you're buying.
We're here to do business, you know.
So yeah.
Oh,
Matt
last minute
Cranford.
super chat. Matthew Cranford is one of our
Another
ERV
one of our
insiders.
insiders.
Thank you so much, Matthew.
Thank you
Appreciate
so
it.
much.
And we appreciate you.
All right, so we will not be here next week, although we may be going live, like maybe driving down the road, or
whenever
you never know
on our
when we're going
trip.
to go live.
Click our
We're
bell.
going to be testing the new antenna, so
Yes. And our new TPMS and a lot of new other
yes.
things.
So thank you guys so much, Andrew. Again, thank you. I'll be checking out your
Thank you
videos.
guys. Have a great trip.
Yeah, thank you. And Matt, as usual, thank you. Check out our video Saturday. You're going to see yourself flying on our windshield.
I'm ready for it.
All right, hang on, guys, for a second. All right, guys, thank you, everybody, and we hope to see you soon.
Good night,
Have
everyone.
a good night.